Hello everyone, my name's fledged and welcome to Saint Maker. What makes a saint? Fire to one's face? Wounds on one's body? Dying slowly from disease? History paints a grim picture, and when Holly Beltran attends a religious recollection, she discovers the dark secrets that haunt the convent's past. This is a horror visual novel game, and you'll be able to find a link down in the description below where you'll be able to purchase this game for yourselves. Thank you ever so much to Yangyang Mobile for providing me with a Steam copy. Let's see, new game.
Somewhere in the forest is a stream, maybe a flower bed, and a grove full of old trees, like the ones in storybooks. Fairies darting in and out of knotholes. Focus, Holly. Get your head out of the clouds. I'm not here for that. This isn't some storybook.
Nor is it a game.
Fairies? They aren't real. It's like what Mom always said. There are only angels and demons.
I played a game, or the demo, a while back when it was only a demo. So this is the place. Huh? Doors open.
Hello? Excuse me, is anyone here?
Maybe this whole thing got cancelled. That'd be nice. I'll have the whole place to myself. All the mysterious adventures I could get into, alone, in an abandoned convent. No parents, no adults, just me. Is that? Oh, that must be them. That must be recollection then. Well, so much for that fantasy. It's coming from further in.
Hello?
I probably shouldn't disturb them. Heard that some nuns spend their entire lives singing prayers. Prayers for God. Prayers for the world. For the sinners.
Sounds like it'd get boring after a while.
Not to the extremely devoted.
It does. A little bit. But, well, it's for a good cause. Our order's sacred mission and all that.
Who's behind us? Hello there.
Shush! Lower your voice. It's ill manners to disturb prayer.
Oh, sorry.
Where the hell did she came from? Well, from one of the other directions. Okay, just chill out, Holly. It's just a nun.
Is everything all right? You were talking to yourself.
Sorry about that. Was I?
Didn't notice.
It's all right. I do that too. This place has a very special air to it. It's hard not to get caught up in my own thoughts sometimes.
Yeah. I gotta say, this place, it's bigger than I expected.
Oh yes, used to get lost all the time. I still do, to be honest. And here I am, chattering away again. How can I help you?
I'm here for the recollection?
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, you're looking for our dearest and most admirable Mother Superior. Down the hallway, third room to the left. Probably in the middle of one of her stunning lectures.
I see. Thank you very much. And, sorry again for disturbing you.
Oh, please. I'm here to help. By all means, feel free to disturb me anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, that's rather spoopy. I don't think we need to... we can actually disturb one at any given time. Sneaky nun.
You're getting younger every year.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's always good to start early. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your stay here.
Perhaps we were not coming here on our own volition, but we were forced to come here.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
I'm 15. I'm not that young. Maybe it was that stupid little scream I made. Nice job, Holly. Looking real composed back there. Is this the place?
Huh?
Whoa, looks like someone's been trying to put it back together piece by piece. Must have taken a lot of work. Though, anything like this would indicate that it was once fractured. Could possibly be of an unholy source. Still doesn't look right.
Careful, plaster's still fresh on that one. Just one touch can bend the whole thing out of shape.
Hello there.
Our most venerable founder was particularly fond of this one. Saint Rita of Cassia. Are you familiar?
Born 1381, died 1457. Patron saint of lost and impossible causes.
Yes, a bit.
At the age of 12, she married into an abusive family. Regrettably, her 2 sons grew up to take after their father. Violent, vengeful. And so she prayed to God to save their souls.
History is filled with nothing but dark events.
And so God answered. They died of disease soon after. A
Ouch.
harsh lesson, but an important one to take to heart. God works in mysterious ways. Even death can sometimes be a mercy.
You could also say that around that time it was something called the Black Death, but...
I see.
But enough of that. You've yet to introduce yourself.
Sorry, I'm Holly.
Oh, hello there. I'm Holly Beltran.
Oh, yes, Miss Holly. I've been expecting you, though I don't recall receiving you.
Huh? Oh, I'm so sorry. I knocked, but no one came.
And so you chose to trespass instead?
Yes, I did, because I thought we would get things done more quickly that way.
What? No, I didn't mean to. I was just...
Give whatever name you want to your sin, Miss Holly. It is still a sin, nonetheless. Your bags. Kindly lay them down.
My bags?
Oh, you'd be surprised the things that we find. Cigarettes, contraceptives, pornography. Can you imagine bringing such things into the house of God? Astounding.
Damn.
That's horrible.
That is indeed horrible. A most sinful deed indeed. I should have covered it, or at least kept it in a hidden pocket. What exactly? Not that my bag has any.
Well, what do we have here?
I knew it. Why'd I even bring that stupid thing? Wasn't it a magazine of sorts?
Kylie Taylor,
Ah.
the sorceress of Witchwood.
Sorceress, eh? That is very unholy.
That's just something I'm reading.
Oh, yes. Well, it is always good to read.
But it depends on what you are reading, dear miss.
I myself simply love books. Books can enrich, they can teach. But when observing a work, never forget to take spirituality into account, especially when it comes to material written for young, impressionable minds. And there it was. Cradled just beneath the canopy of elder trees, candlelight pouring from the notched windows, and the sound of laughter echoing from within. This was her new home. It was here that she would learn magic. Magic. Such an innocent-sounding word. But, dear child, there are no greys when it comes to witchcraft. All of it black as sin.
I wouldn't say so. There's different sides.
A proper child of God would know this.
It's...
Alright, calm down. You can do this. You've always been good at this. Tell her what she wants to hear. Or play dumb, Holly. It works all the time. We're gonna go with that option.
I had no idea. Are you sure? From what I've read, it seems harmless.
The worst things always seem harmless.
Damn.
That's true. Right. Ignorance on my part. I really should do more research when it comes to these things. But I've barely read any of it. And now that I know, I can just return it to the bookstore. No harm done.
Notes scribbled on the margins. Creases on
Damn.
the spine. Edges are worn. I have an eye for detail.
I did buy it second-hand, dear saint.
You can feign ignorance all you want, but the Lord is always watching.
I realize I'm not making a very good first impression. I've been looking forward to this for weeks. I guess I've been so excited that I've just been all over the place lately.
Okay, so we're not forced here, actually.
Moving forward, I'll try my best to improve. I'm sorry.
Oh, improvement. There you go. That is one thing that we, the Sisters of Saint Idolora, hold very dear. For Saint Rita's children, death was their only salvation. But for those willing to fix themselves, well, you'll find that this convent is the perfect place for spiritual rebirth. Here, you can be anyone you want to be.
Anyone? Even reading witchcraft books? Anyone I want to be?
Yes, I understand. That sounds great. I'd like that.
Well, now that we've settled that, let's start things off the right way.
The right way.
I am Sister Adira, and I will be in charge of your spiritual formation for the next few weeks.
It's very nice to meet you, Sister Adira.
There, that wasn't so hard now, was it? And as for your book, I think it's best that I keep it.
Why? But she can't just take it. Don't let her take it. She can't.
Wait, please!
Yes?
Yes, she can. Of course she can. There's no use arguing. Better just let the whole thing go.
It's nothing. Never mind.
Miss Holly, I take it you're an avid reader.
Yes, ma'am.
Then that also means you enjoy writing, yes?
Reading and writing are two quite different things. They both are the same field, but the application is very different. One you look and write, and the other one you look and learn? But both can be learned.
I guess.
At least I didn't bring any of my fanfics. She'd have a field day with those.
Wait here for just a moment. This should suit you just fine.
And what would this be? Prayer journal for teens. Pray with style. With style. There's prayers at the end of every
A
page.
journal. Time has a funny way of muddling memory. It helps to have an anchor. That way we can always look back and see the old with new, fresh eyes. This next week will be integral to your spiritual formation. It would be best to keep a record of your thoughts.
Like saving the game? We can already do... I'm just kidding.
As we've discussed, not all stories are worth reading. But if you keep your heart open, there's definitely a story for you here.
That's quite a contradictory sentence there. As we've discussed, not all stories are worth reading, but if you keep your heart open, there's definitely a story for you here. So you're saying if you keep our heart open, then there's a story there. But yet, you're saying that not all stories are worth reading, but yet we need to keep our heart open and we could become anything that we want, Sister Adira.
A story of your own personal journey with God. Can I trust you to do that?
Yes, ma'am. And thank you.
Sister Adira. Please call me Sister Adira. For our time together, I'd like to think of us as family.
Thank you. Family? Like I needed more of that.
Come this way. I'll show you to your room.
Thank you, Sister Adira.
Yes, ma'am. Sister Adira.
That's going to get some used to it. Kylie Taylor and the Sorceress of Wetchwood. Notes all over the margins. Letter on the first page, pink ink, strawberry scent. Limited edition cover, signed. And I'm never seen it again. God damn it. It's fine, Holly. Relax. This is for the best. You're not here for that. You're here to be better. Anything religious related is always very sensitive. Oh, Gabriella.
Oh, Gabriella. This is
Or
Holly.
Gab,
She will
sorry.
also be joining us for the recollection.
Hey there. Just call me Gabby.
Okay.
Gabriella is your God-given name. It's a name you were born with, and I happen to think it's quite lovely. Be proud of it. Abbreviations tend to only confuse.
I think it's more friendly to abbreviate and it's simpler to abbreviate. But alas, we are within the shrine of a place dedicated to the one and only.
Right. No nicknames allowed. That's news to me.
And I hope it's news you take to heart. We do, after all, have rules here, Miss Gabriella.
Gabriella.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't think she's taking this too seriously. Oh boy, well, we're off to a good start. Okay, just do what you do best, Holly. You know the drill. Tell her that Gabriella is a pretty cool name.
Hello there. Pleased to meet you. My name's Holly. And for the record, I think Gabriella's a pretty cool name. Had a classmate named Gabriella. Really smart. Ran for the student council. Though now that I think about it, she might have lost. It was close, though.
Okay, that last part there was not needed.
Good to know.
So,
Oh dear.
are we the first ones to arrive? To think that I was worried I might have been late.
No, we're the only ones here.
As of now, Miss Holly, we are complete. The recollection will start first thing.
Wait, seriously? There's only 2 of us.
Only 2 of us for recollection. Absolutely.
Sadly, as of late, attendance has been quite low.
And I wonder why.
Can't imagine why.
Damn. There she goes again. Is she for real? Like, real subtle girl.
Oh, I think you know the answer, Gabriella. Distractions. So many distractions we're letting into our lives. And even in these trying times, we still take for granted God's loving grace. You two, however, are very fortunate that your parents were responsible enough to take an active role in your formation.
Formation as in our lives growing up?
Yeah, sure.
That's true, Sister Adira. I believe these few weeks will be an enlightening experience for all of us.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that, child. Recollections like these are a very special opportunity, and I hope that both of you will be wise enough to seize it.
Yeah, I'm already feeling God's almighty wisdom.
Jesus. Say that a bit louder, why don't ya?
I will give you the rest of the day to settle in. We shall start first thing tomorrow.
Thank you, Sister Adira.
But until then, I urge you both to take in the silence this place has to offer. Reflect. Pray.
I do say that silence is one of the most beautiful things in the world. It is a word in which when you say it, it shatters its meaning. Sister Adira, for goodness sakes, you're not going to take away our ability to give each other nicknames. Hello, Gabby. She sure is something. But maybe we just got off the wrong foot. Or latched onto the wrong hook. Like it or not, we're roommates now. I should probably say something to her. Though, doesn't look like we have much in common.
What's up? You're staring.
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering.
Wondering what? Okay, Holly. Here goes. Just play it cool. She's got cute bracelets. Talk about that. Maybe try asking her about the place. We'll go with the top option.
So, those are some cute bracelets you got there.
Look, let's just cut to the chase. What are you here for exactly?
Oop, oh, hold up there. Why is this sounding like prison talk?
Excuse me? What do you mean?
This isn't exactly a prime summer destination.
Yep, we can tell that.
Dingy convent up in the mountains, prayer sessions every other hour, Bible readings, character building lectures. Pretty sure they'll even have us do chores and stuff.
Yep.
You don't really go here unless, you're one of those types.
Explain yourself, Gabby.
Oh, I see.
Well, I might not like it here, but I needed this. Time away from home. Away from my parents. They worry. I mean, of course they worry. Any good parent worries. After everything that's happened, what has happened? I mean, true, it's not exactly my idea of fun. But once this is all done, I can come back to my mom with a big smile on my face. Tell her that I'm better. Tell her that everything's okay. I'll go back to being the perfect little angel she expects me to be. Yeah, that's the plan.
Hello? You okay?
I'm fine, I'm just deep in thought.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Never mind, it's fine. You don't have to answer.
No. You see,
It's not something I want to talk about. I should probably say that. But does that come off as rude? Just tell her the truth. Make something up, Holly. Yeah, just make something up.
I guess I just thought it'd be exciting, that's all. Always fun to meet new people.
Hmm.
And I mean, well, there's not as many people as I thought there'd be. Not that that's a problem, though. At least I'm not alone. And, a bit of spiritual growth every now and then is always cool.
I see. Well, in that case, I don't think we have much to talk about.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Did we select something wrong there?
Let me spell it out for you. I don't want to be here. And if you're thinking that by the end of this we'll be braiding each other's hair and talking about boys and, I don't know, having Bible study sessions together or whatever.
I mean, talking about boys is all cool and all that.
You're mistaken.
Damn. Such venom.
Oh. Alright.
Damn it, Gabriella.
Glad we got that out of the way. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got stuff to unpack.
Likewise. The hell is her deal? I'm just trying to make things work. Perhaps she does not have the same thinking. Well, I guess this is my bed for the next few days, and I'm going to lie in it. I should start unpacking too. Not the nicest looking place, but maybe if I fix it up a bit. This wardrobe has some history to it. There we go, looking better already. A little corner to call my own. Been a while since I've shared a room with someone. It's been even longer since I've slept in a room that wasn't my own. It all feels so similar, but so familiar. Maybe a bit too familiar. Nope, you took something off. Yeah, I think that's better for now. We'll just say that the wind pushed it down, sorry. But there's no wind in here. What else do I have here? A story of my own, huh? Hopes and wishes, huh? To my dearest Heavenly Father, thank you for something so-and-so. So you write in each page every day, I imagine. I really wish I had my book. Would be nice, getting lost in the pages. Return of a spell key, a heartfelt secret, and a little push. That's all it takes to get to the mysterious world of Whitewood. Just what the hell are you writing? I was about to say, if we're going to try and write this kind of stuff, at least you're going to have to give an explanation towards Saint... I've forgotten her name now. Just what... But yeah, this is a prayer journal. That's right. This won't do at all. I'm supposed to be talking to God. Focus, Holly. To my dearest Heavenly Father. Well, here I am. I wonder what we'll be up to tomorrow. Well, whatever it is, I'm sure you'll be with me every step of the way. We started off a bit rough, but I'm optimistic for a wonderful journey ahead. Amen.
Night.
Well, it's something. Achievement unlocked your new home. Our new home. Oh, something is about. Liana?
Liana? What are you doing?
I can't sleep.
That's not my problem.
And you woke me up.
I can fix that.
Damn it.
Behold my special move!
Okay, looks like a sister.
Whoa! Liana! Okay, I'm up.
Haha! Mission accomplished.
These two have very different personalities from what I can feel already.
Ugh.
One's a bit more cheeky and the other is a bit, I don't know, more educated.
Huh? What's that you got there?
Well, that's probably a bit rude, but one of them's a bit stricter.
Just a book. Want to see it?
Is it that witch book?
Oh, wow. I don't remember Mom buying this.
She didn't. Noe lent it to me. Pretty cool, huh? See? Her name's Kylie. She's strong and brave. Just like someone else I know.
Would that be Mom?
Huh? You really think so?
I'm not like that, am I?
Nah, just trying to get on your good side.
Well,
Right.
right.
Oh, but here's the coolest part. She's a witch.
What? Liana, you know how Mom gets. Remember what happened when you brought home that toy devil?
Toy devil.
Dragon.
Ooh.
It was a dragon. It's not my fault Mom wasn't listening.
And she's still not going to listen if she finds something like this.
Ouch.
Look, Liana, you need to stop getting yourself in trouble.
Don't worry so much. I'll just hide it in a place she'll never find.
Just give it back as soon as you can.
Well, about that, you see, I was, thinking maybe we could read it together, just like how we used to.
Really?
Yeah, but if you don't want to...
No, it's... Okay, sure, we can read it. But only because the cover looks cool. Come on over here.
Only because it has a very nice exterior to it.
Okay, here we go. The Whispering Forest. The sky was a muddy brown. As brown and muddy as the grounds around St. Mary's orphanage. Despite this, Kylie was determined to give her little sister Farley the best birthday ever.
Oh, Kylie has a sister? Is that her picture? I like her. She's mine. I'm doing her voice.
You don't even know her yet.
Doesn't matter. I got this feeling.
Mom! Holly, hide the book! Shh, quiet. Just stay still.
Still.
I can't breathe.
Ooh. I think things are just a bit too real, aren't they? Can't move. Oh no. Oh. I can't move. It's okay. This is fine. I got my eye on you statues in the back there. I'm just stuck. In between sleeping and waking up. Just breathe, Holly. Breathe. Oh. Yep, things have definitely become a bit more grotesque. That sound. Relax, it's just singing. Just prayers. Sounds kind of nice, right? Like a lullaby. Just close your eyes and go back to sleep, Holly. Just relax. Are you sure, though? You're just hearing things. Oop. Did we do it? Ah! This is definitely what you would call a new scene. Sister Adira. There it is. The first rays of morning light. I remember that scene sometimes being a bit different depending on what you chose beforehand. Breathe deep. Take it in. Another day. Another brilliant gift from God. Another opportunity to serve. I'm quite pleased with it, though. It still wouldn't be enough for her. That is the statue that we saw in the menu of the game. A sister with possibly a newborn baby. Cracks still need to be filled. Blemishes need to be sanded. And of course, a new coat of paint. But for now, well, there are more important matters. I must not be distracted. Oh, dearest Heavenly Father, you visited me in your dreams last night. Don't worry, I remember. In my hands you put a chisel, in the other the Holy Bible. Their use perfectly clear. Once again, we now host young and impressionable guests on these sacred grounds. It has been a while. I am a bit nervous. I only ask that you give me the strength to be a worthy mentor in the coming days, and some shades of skin on back, the colors of our skin. May your teachings guide my words that I may impart wisdom, and may your hands guide mine as I form these young girls to be the women you want them to be.
Amen.
Best get ready. We've got a busy day ahead of us after all. You're sculpturing these statues, Sister Adira? Are you okay, Holly?
Liana?
Huh? Who?
Talking in your sleep. Oh dear.
Oh, sorry. It's nothing.
Are you
We've
sure?
got 30 minutes. Let's get
Whoa.
ready. Wouldn't want to be late now, would we?
No, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Gabriella went off ahead. No white walls, no flower curtains. No Mom, no Leanna. You're not home. Get a grip, Holly. You came here to be better. New place, new day, new you. Well, probably not the new you part instantaneously. You've got this. Remember, no distractions. Oh, look, a butterfly.
Lovely morning, Sister Adira.
Why, yes, a lovely morning indeed.
Sunshines and
If
rainbows.
you were here just a bit earlier, you would have caught the sun shining right through that window. Amazing, the little things you notice when you take the time to stop and listen. And that's why we're here, isn't it?
Yep, sure is.
Ahem. 50 years ago, our founder, Saint Idalora, built this convent in order to train young girls such as yourselves to be proper ladies. Ladies worthy of becoming saints. During her time, the most beautiful flowers bloomed all over the convent. Oh, and the statues! With her skilled hands, in the right light, they'd look so real. Then, of course, the girls, like scared little lambs, they arrived, sick and broken. But Mother Idalora, oh, she healed them, she fixed them. They all emerged as lovely little angels.
Lovely little angels. Mum would call us that all the time. In front of her
In the
friends.
coming days, I'd like you to think of me as a mother. Whether it be concern or confession, you may come to me.
Yeah, I'll consider it.
Consider. That's the most important word of that little sentence.
Thank you, sister. That's a very kind gesture.
Now, before we start, here's a quick schedule of the recollection.
Huh? How many pages does this have? Saint Idalira's Convent. Recollections in Youth Formation. It's all just her.
Yes? Any questions?
What is rather wordy.
None. This all looks really exciting.
It is. Most of your time will consist of silent recollection and prayer sessions. But, as I've said before, aside from reflection, we shall also task you with action.
What type of action we talking about?
Yep. Like a hammer to glass? Wow.
Simple tasks. Cooking, cleaning. This convent doesn't maintain itself, you know. And I expect you to attend to it with the utmost care. This is a holy place, after all. Newly inducted nuns have done similar things in the past. If any of you find yourself hearing the call, well, think of this as a great training opportunity.
No promises.
Ooh, you could have just nodded your head. Gabriella really doesn't want to be here.
I expect none. But you may be surprised. The call finds us at the strangest of times, in the strangest of places. Now, to start off, let's have a bit of an exercise now, shall we? I'd like to show you something. Lovely, isn't she? Wholesome, pure, chaste. The face of a saint if I ever saw one.
But there's a lack of context here.
There's no second guessing, no desperate search for her place in the world. She is content to know that she is exactly where God wants her to be. However, sadly, this is not always the case. The world is moving so fast these days. People coming up with all sorts of answers to their problems.
Whether it's with religion or science.
So many opportunities are now open to bright young women such as yourselves. You can be anything.
Like the witch from Witchwood.
Scientists, lawyers, businesswomen, physicians, even artists.
Yep.
And they're all wrapped up so nicely in narratives of fulfillment and prestige.
Yep.
And at times they can sound so appealing. But us women, we should not let ourselves get distracted from what really matters.
I think the time of the timeline in which this game probably takes in place, if it has like a year or so, was definitely within a time and place where the kind of fractures between men and women were still there, so that women would always do things which are considered non-creative, but men would always do things which were on the more quote-unquote creative side, but you can still have some creativity within stuff that you would find mundane, such as cooking and cleaning. There's always room for the imagination to run wild.
God and family.
Okay.
Holly, please come over here.
Yeah, sure.
Now, I want you to write down all the things that might be stopping you from being a proper child of God.
What? Well, this should be easy. Time to put all those Christian life education classes to good use. Let's see. Talk about original sin? She'd like that. Talk about the temptations of modern society. She'd love that. I don't think she would like modern society. Within churches, you don't really move with time. You sort of stay still and be within the moment. But now, as if this holy religious sanctuary have just come about, and we're here to preserve that sanctuary. Talk about original sin.
Well, it all dates back to the beginning, doesn't it? Eve leading Adam astray. Original sin has left its mark on our souls, and thus man must live with concupiscence.
Concupiscence,
A
wow.
lovely textbook definition of the matter, Miss Beltran. But we're here to talk about you.
Ooh.
What are the things that hinder you from becoming a child of God?
Me? There's nothing. I'm perfectly fine. Are you sure, though? All that stuff last year. I'm already over it. What stuff last year?
Well...
What's the stuff that Mum always complains about? Maybe talk about those. Let's see. American celebrities, party culture, reproductive health. Seems that reproductive health is the anomaly here, since celebrities and culture, two quite similar themes. They both deal with stuff that is outside of the human ability to survive. Although a party culture is always important to refresh the mind after a very, very harsh day. We're going to go with party culture.
Well, there's party called...
Miss Beltran, I recall confiscating a particular book from you the other day.
Yes. Oh, that. Of course you'd bring that up.
Well, that stuff... It really isn't a big deal or anything. I'm sure there are other things.
She won't let that hook go that easily, Holly.
Oftentimes, I find it best that we start with the small things. But if you want, perhaps we can talk about other things. Your family life, perhaps?
My family life? Should we be defiant, or shall we just go along with this? We'll go along with this. No, we don't talk about that.
Is everything all right, Holly?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's stick to the small things. Kylie Taylor.
Good. I'd also urge you to examine any other pieces of literature that you might be reading. There is a special place in hell for people who lure children to sin, and all in the guise of fanciful tales and happy endings.
Well, history does not have happy endings. Hell, it's always hell, isn't it? I just want to read my stories.
Jeez, chill out. It's just a book.
Well, what you learn from the book is, well, that.
Just a book?
Yeah.
So is the Bible. And yet, such a book has built cathedrals, formed nations, saved souls. In the wrong hands, don't you think the opposite is also possible?
Look, I really don't see the problem here. Kylie's a good witch. Kindness and friendship are what end up saving the day. In the end, that's all that matters, right?
Just what is she doing? This isn't an argument you're going to win.
You're simplifying the matter, Gabriella. These things, these stories, I know it all must seem harmless at first. It's all just make-believe after all.
Then you should know about the different things that modern society gets up to when it comes to video games and the different things that you can find there. You can find all sorts of abominations waiting in front of you on a TV screen, such as GTA.
Brightly colored spells and magical creatures. They make it so easy to get caught up in the fantasy.
Because the fantasy is a much easier story to grasp than the real world. The real world is sometimes so difficult that it could be a fantasy to understand it.
But understand, these are all subtle seductions. They distract. And that, at its core, these spells and rituals and familiars, it all leads back to the occult.
I think you're trying to overstretch this, Sister Adira.
We've all strayed so far. In the Old Testament, people like Kylie would have been stoned to death. Miss Rivera, why don't you give this activity a try?
Can't think of anything.
Is that so? Do you think your life is perfect, Miss Rivera?
Nope.
No, of course not. We're all far from perfect here. But my mind's just drawing blanks right now.
Then perhaps I can be of help. More often than not, I find that the biggest obstacle young girls like you often face lies in the environment you place yourself in.
I think that goes across to everyone. Whatever environment you live in, that largely affects the growth of your individuality.
I see.
Let's reflect on your friends. Have they been a positive influence?
Yes and no?
Yeah, they have. Helped me through pretty tough times.
Your mother has told me a different story.
Really, no.
Yes, sneaking out to these social gatherings, coming home late at night, surrounding yourself with the wrong sort of people.
To you, they're the wrong sort of people, but to us, they are what we call friends.
The wrong sort?
Please understand, it's not entirely your fault. I was young once. I know how it's like. You're at a very sensitive age, and it's at this time that young girls are met with a whole new world of temptations.
Yeah, whatever. Look, just drop it.
It is easy to mistake desire for love, but true love can only occur between a chaste man and a chaste woman.
Alright, stop.
I never heard of a word chaste being used in front of, let's say, a man or a woman, but then again, I've never really seen the word chaste in a sentence before.
Gabriella, running away will only serve to worsen your struggle. If you would simply be honest.
Shut up!
Whoa. Damn. That's really bad.
Only you can help yourself, Miss Rivera. I am merely a witness.
She was sounding very angry there, but it seems Sister Adira's very calm about
The
this.
scars you have are far worse. You can't see them, but they dig deep. Deep at your soul. Miss Beltran, I would like your opinion. Have I done something wrong? Do I upset you?
Yes, you took my book away. Why me? Oh, great. Well, you're the other person in the room, Holly. I should just say something. Anything to just stop this. Well, Adira doesn't have to be so pushy. Come on, Holly. Spit the words out. No, that's not going to work. It just make her mad. Raised voices, shouting, then a whole new set of rules to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yes?
Come on.
I just thought of another thing to write down. TV! It distracts me all the time. My grades aren't as high as they could be, but if I just cut down on my TV time, I know I can focus.
It takes real courage to improve yourself. And right now, Miss Holly here is being very brave.
I didn't select that option.
And I know you can be brave as well, Gabriella.
Whatever. I'm done here.
Damn, she's gone.
Miss Beltran, I'd like you to open your prayer book, page 32, Psalm 103, verse 10.
It's amazing how they can actually recall the exact verse and line in which we need to go to.
Please say a prayer for Miss Gabriella, that she will allow herself to be healed by God's loving grace. Afterwards, you may have a short break. We'll start again once I ring the bell.
Thank you,
Yes,
Sister
sister.
Adira. Well, here we go again. Was a little bit of peace too much to ask? I guess it was. Ooh. Oof, there she is. I guess I should go talk to her. I mean, what she said, defending the Kylie Taylor books, that was pretty cool. But still, does she seriously think she's going to get a nun to see things her way? Things like that. It doesn't help. It never did. Just more fighting. Fighting and noise. That's all it ever leads to. You know what to do, Holly.
Hey there. How are you doing?
What do you think?
I'm terrific. Right on cue, so we're doing this again, huh?
Well, what happened back there was pretty weird, wasn't it?
Weird.
Okay. Maybe not the best choice of words.
Nope.
Oh dear, great. This is awkward.
So, what are you up to?
What's it to you?
Nothing. I was just, wondering.
Mom never liked it when I got angry. Said it reminded her of my father. She'd always say, try channeling your anger into something more productive, Gabby. Pray. read the Bible. I tried, you know? It's a good book with a lot of good ideas. But for some reason, you people like dwelling on some things more than others. Throwing stones, for instance. So don't mind me. I'm just following her advice.
I see.
Helps if you find the big ones. Such as throwing, though. It's the nice, juicy crack you get when it hits something. Know what I mean?
I can't say that I do.
Figures.
Oh boy, I've got to find a way to get to her. If I don't, she's just going to fight with Sister Adria again. And I don't want to keep dealing with that. Volunteer to help clear up any misunderstandings. She should just try ignoring Adira.
Look, I know you're having trouble dealing with Adira. If it helps, whenever people say things that upset me, I try humming a nice little tune in my head. Sometimes I even think of a scene from my favorite story to match the song. Then afterwards, well, I can go about the rest of my day like nothing happened.
Sounds like a great way to let people walk all over you.
Damn.
No, it's a way to keep things peaceful and happy for everybody.
Not necessarily everybody. Yourself, probably, but not everyone. Why is she being so difficult?
Look, we're both stuck here with her, and we're clearly not changing her mind. Fighting with her like this, it's just gonna make it hard for all of us. I just thought it might be better if we all get along. That's all. Please, just let me help you out.
Help me out. Hear that a lot back home. I hear it so often it doesn't really mean anything anymore. Adira wants to help me, you want to help me. For some reason, everywhere I go, people seem so eager to help me, especially when it suits them. Well, how about this? I'll help myself. And you? You keep to yourself.
Damn, this isn't going anywhere, is it?
Oh, would you look at that? All out of stones. Anyway, don't let me spoil the mood. After all, you seem to be doing just fine here.
Damn. Well, that went well. She was lying. Still plenty of stones here. What? Why are you doing that, Holly? Well, she wasn't lying about that, though. It does feel good. That crack once the stone hits. Let's say don't copy. It's not always good to copy, especially when it leads to anger. For the afternoon, we had a prayer topped off with a lecture of feminine etiquette and the dangers of dating. All very insightful. All things I'm used to. Dinner was awkward. I led Grace and Gabriella. Well, she just kept quiet. Could have been worse. That's all something I'm used to. Holly having another nightmare? Gabriella? Already fast asleep. She makes it look easy. Was Gabriella messing around with my table? Well, things looked like they were, shoved over like the picture. But I would have seen her if she... Never mind. There. That's better. Prayer journal. What have we learned today? What are we going to write down? More prayers for the future, huh? At the end of the first book, right after Kylie had hosted this seance with the spirit, this is a place in which we should write down our recollections of the day, not about the Whitewood witch. They had this huge celebration. Kylie chased, flare sprites through the lantern marsh, wind in her hair, flying in and out of the great canopy. I do wonder why the F in flare is capitalized, but I think that's just the name of the sprites. After that, she spent the rest of the day watching the shape-shifting murals of the Oaken Hall, drinking amber nectar and honey globes, surrounded by all the friends she made along the way. The night was peaceful and still. Dearest Heavenly Father, if I had to ask for something, anything, it would be something like that. And obviously that would be ripped. What the hell, Holly? Seances and spells? Flying and witchcraft? Don't get distracted, Holly. Dearest Heavenly Father, I want to change. I want to be a better person. But I keep writing these witch stories. I'm far from perfect. But aren't we all far from perfect? There's no such thing as perfection. So I know I probably don't deserve a happy ending. We all deserve a happy ending. But I'm trying. And at the end of it all, if I try hard enough, I'd like something like that. A peaceful night, a smile on my face, and a spring in my step. Walking through a forest hand in hand with friends. Amen. With loved ones. With those closest to us. More Krishna, Gabriella, or is this another dream?
And then what happens?
Okay, it's definitely a dream.
You said it yourself. The Bright Queen's secrets died with the Archwitch Elaine. So, that leaves us with only one option. Kylie felt all the eyes in the room turn to her. You can't mean. Perdita piped up, hands shaking in fear. Seance spells are forbidden. To a bunch of mischief makers like ourselves, nothing is forbidden. Grab your spell keys, friends. It's a long way to the rotting wood. Tonight, we'll be speaking with the dead.
Oh, damn.
Language, Liana.
Shh, shut up and read the next chapter. I've got to see what happens next.
I'm getting sleepy.
What? Seriously? Just one more chapter.
Remember what happened this morning? If you keep sleeping in, she's gonna get suspicious.
Yep.
Look, come on. We can continue reading tomorrow.
Exactly. And tomorrow always comes.
I don't want tomorrow to come.
Why?
I hate mornings.
Oh?
Liana.
When I wake up late, she calls me lazy. Then I wake up too early, and she says I need more sleep.
So there's that beauty spot in which you need to wake up in. Not too early and not too late. It has to be on the second, the millisecond, the nanosecond.
And when I do wake up on time, she just finds something else to complain about.
Damn.
Look, just do as she says, okay? I can even help you out. I've got your back. She'll listen to me. Don't worry. Hey, maybe we can...
You say that. You always say that. But when it comes down to it, you stand there with your mouth shut. You make it look so easy. You know?
We must be the older sister here, actually.
Mom's perfect little angel.
Damn.
Liana... Look, I don't like it either. The rules. The lectures. Especially when she gets mad at you. But if you just do as she says, things can go back to normal.
Normal for you? I want to go out and meet with my friends. I want to watch movies. I want to have some fun for once.
Okay, so this game can't be that far in the past because we got movies.
She lets us do those things.
No, she doesn't. We watch her movies, we visit her friends, and if anything we want happens to be outside of what the stupid church thinks is good for us...
Liana!
Damn, that's a terrifying look in her eyes.
What? It's true. Give me a haunted forest and a seance spell any day. I'll have better luck talking to ghosts.
Damn.
Alright. One more chapter. How's that? Chapter 19. The Wraith in the Walls. The forest loomed over them, dark and quiet. Kylie led the way, raising up a jar of flare flies. The purple leaves of the underbrush crunching against their feet.
I'm getting a glass of water.
Just make sure to be quiet. You don't want to wake them.
Especially in this creaky house. Oh, okay. That sound doesn't sound good And can't move. It's just like last night. Funny. The room seems so dark at first. Okay. Deep breaths, Holly. This is fine. This is normal. Calm down. Panicking never helps. The more you try, the worse it'll get. Just lie still. You'll fall back to sleep soon. What was that? Yeah, don't worry. It's nothing can't hurt you. Don't worry, it's nothing. Yeah, that's right. Don't worry, Holly. It's nothing. You're just imagining things. Denial always helps the villain. It's fine, this is all fine. Well, more horrors, deep breaths. Oh. Just relax, close your eyes and go back to sleep. Relax, Holly. Usually doing the calmer approach tends to lead to the opposite outcome. Just relax. Just go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Please. I just want to sleep. Please. Please. It'll all be okay. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's nothing. And then another set of nightmares.
Yana, keep it down.
Again with this Liana stuff. Always so noisy.
Hey, Dad. Listen to this.
They're both talking in their sleeps.
Oh, right. Ow, my neck.
Must have slept wrong, like I always do. Looks like I'm up early. Well, no saints hanging around here. Gabriella, and there's no way I'm going back to sleep with that. What's something on it? Hello, who's around here?
Guess everyone's still asleep.
And that's a good sign, is it
This is
not?
kind of exciting, though.
It's just like the stories. Heroes explore castles all the
I
time.
wonder if it also has trapdoors or secret passages hidden in the walls.
I think secret passages will be a thing. I think I read somewhere that nuns used them during the war to hide. Hey, maybe during my free time I can explore a bit? Maybe even forge a map?
Once the week's over, I'd have mastered the castle. Holly Beltran, the Lord of Dark Passages. Lone crowned queen of the castle.
Sounds fun, real fun. Also sounds like you could get up into a lot of trouble.
That nun was right. This place, there is a special air to it.
A mythical one. Oh, it's another statue. There's just so many of them around here. They are there to remind you that God was always looking over you. Is always looking over you. Strange. Haven't noticed this one before. Might be quite recent.
Do you like it?
I do, Sister Adira.
Sister Adira, I didn't see you there.
My dear, I've lived most of my life here. When sworn to the cloth, moving around silently becomes quite the habit. Bit of a joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can be a bit slow sometimes.
So even Sister Adira is capable of a banter.
It's fine, dear. You don't need to humor me. Unfortunately, comedy is one thing the Bible doesn't cover too well.
Comedy is a lot of things in life, and without comedy, there is a lot less positivity. You don't say.
But what I do know are the stories of our beloved saints. Saint Rosa de Lima. Are you familiar?
Just a bit.
Just a bit like the other one.
Is that so?
Yes?
I've noticed you, Holly, walking around the convent, observing our statues. I have a hunch that there's more to you than meets the eye.
You say that.
Well now, don't be shy. Tell me about her. I want to see what's inside that head of yours.
Yes, what do you know about that particular saint?
Well, patron saint of the Philippines, also of florists, gardeners, and family conflict.
I guarantee that not everyone here will know where the Philippines are.
She was born in 1586, canonized in 1671, feast day August 30th.
I imagine canonized is the method of death, or how she was preserved after death.
Impressive.
Well, back in school, each class was assigned a patron saint. I think it was in the 4th grade. We had a little painting of her at the back of our homeroom. Our Christian life teacher was super strict. Would call us up front, and if you got just one date wrong, then...
A punishment? Then there'd be hell to pay. Oh no.
Just say I made sure to never forget.
A relatable experience.
Wow, even something from you, from your youth?
Mother Italora was the same. I always had trouble with the years.
Yeah, math is not everyone's strong suit.
All those numbers, they'd always get jumbled up in my head.
Is it 1589, 1671, 1424,000? Wait a minute, we're not that far in the future, are we?
The Idalora? You knew her?
Knew her? She was my mentor. Taught me everything I know.
But I wonder if your predecessor was also like that.
But oh, it seems I've given away my age. And here I hope to pass for a woman in her 40s.
Damn. I knew that a few shades of colour that you don't have reflect that.
Well, I didn't mean to...
I told you not to humor me, child.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
But that's the thing now, isn't it? Whether it's for the saints or for ourselves, we're always so obsessed with dates, aren't we?
I thought you was going to say dares there.
Why is that?
Yeah.
When she's not giving a lecture, she's not so bad. What should I say? Yeah, exactly. Don't let your guard down. Try your best to impress her.
Well, I guess as a people, we just like keeping things in order. It's like in the Bible. All those events that happen throughout history, they'd all blur together if we didn't have some way to keep track of things.
That is true. And trust me, as you get older, it gets easier to lose track of things.
And that is why, like a shopping list, we write things down so that we, as people, are able to retain knowledge in which we could otherwise lose.
However, when it comes to saints, I always found their stories to be so much more interesting than simple dates. Though it's comforting to know they're teaching you the right things over there. Others aren't as fortunate, and it shows.
Damn.
We each have our own little story to play out. Some are content to simply live out their lives. They fail to leave a mark on the world. But some, those who rise up through extraordinary acts, well, they become saints. Statues such as these ensure they are always remembered. And when we remember them, we can strive to imitate them.
But there will always be something with each sister or saint which makes them unique in comparison to other ones.
So, what do you think of it?
Huh?
What do you think of a statue?
The statue?
Yes.
Oh, well,
What about it? I should probably say something. It's quite the work of art. Or it looks like it's seen better days. Well, with the... There's cracks on it. Yeah, it looks like it has seen better days.
Too bad, though. The paint's peeling off.
Ah, yes. And to think I just treated that one a few years back. It's very odd. No matter how many times I try to paint her, it all just comes right off. Must be the humidity.
It could also be that there is a lack of holy faith with the work that you do, if there's enough faith put into the work that you perfect with the statue, maybe that paint will hold for more time.
That's too bad.
Though, despite everything, still she stands. I can relate. See the top of her head? It was meant to evoke the very special crown she wore. Small little spikes lined across the inside.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that part. A crown of thorns. She really strived to be more like Christ.
Yes. We all have our own ways of showing devotion.
But the way I see it... Glad we don't do that anymore.
Glad we don't do that anymore.
Yes, I'm glad as well. Though there is wisdom in suffering, but...
Lessons that we can learn from our pain and suffering.
But yes, we don't always have to go that far.
Yep.
Simple acts. Simple acts are enough. This sure brings back memories. Whenever I found myself overwhelmed with responsibilities, Mother Idilora would remind me of dear Rosa de Lima. We all have our little crowns to wear. Wear yours with pride, Holly.
I don't have a crown. It's a metaphorical crown.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Glad we could talk. Oh, would you look at the time? Where is the other one?
Gabriella?
I'll meet you in the common hall in a few minutes.
Thank you, sister, dear.
Last-minute bathroom breaks and all that.
Yep. They are very important bathroom breaks. Crowns, huh? Well, doesn't look like she's enjoying it. Not in the slightest. It wouldn't seem to be the case after all. And what is going on? Noise, you say? Well, we're going to be picking up with this noise in the next time of Saint Maker. There's definitely something going on here, and it's always going to lead down some kind of really, really cryptic, dark path, especially with any kind of religious background being the main prevalent of the game itself. But obviously there's also all of the different emotions and experiences that you learn with both the history of the religion that you are learning within this kind of sanctuary, but also what you've learned from your past, your ones that are around you, like your family and friends, the environment that you're in. They all lead back into some kind of purpose. And in this case, Holly's purpose here is still kind of unknown. Sister Adira, Gabriella, everyone is always, whenever going to these kind of places, or even outside it, everyone is always in some kind of unknown. And in this experience, our unknown is what kind of practices are being held here as a means of keeping this sanctuary alive. Like, there's fewer people coming here to offer themselves to learn about the collections. But what kind of dark secrets haunt the places of these convents? And what does Sister Adira have that's keeping her alive? Like, she looks like a zombie, I'm not gonna lie. But I think that is kind of purposeful. She is drawn specifically to look like somebody who has a lot of experience and a lot of dark memories. But I think those dark memories have also conjured up to this point of a figure that is on the outside intimidating, but at the same time can also be a gentle mother figure. And Gabriella is still a complete enigma. We don't know what her deal is and why she's here. I think Gabriella doesn't want to be here. I feel like she was sent here not by choice, but by their parents' conveniences, or from the fact that their parents literally shoved her to come here and they don't want her to be here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Gabriella doesn't want her want herself to be there. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. This has been Saint Maker so far, and we shall see each other in the next time. It might be a few days. I've got stuff going on in the house at the moment, and it will take up a bit of time, like laying carpet, moving furniture, removing the carpet we have, and then relaying carpet, along with getting furniture back and all stuff like that. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out this game for yourselves. There's a link down in the description below where you'll be able to purchase this game for yourselves. And once again, thank you so much to Yangyang Mobile for providing me with a Steam link for this game. A Steam key for this game, sorry. Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves.